Well, condolences to the greatest boxer of all times family, Muhammad Ali, um, Cassius Clay. I recall his valiant feats in defeating some formidable foes. Um, a great Vietnam resistor, and so on. Now, while I was studying in Michigan in 1995, I was at the University of, it was Andrews University in Barron Springs, Michigan. I learned that Muhammad Ali lived a couple blocks to the east. And so I went over and had an audience with him. I sat on the ground and he sat in the chair. And he was so, such a wonderful person. In spite of being the greatest, he was so kind and humble and willing to, speak to me, a nobody. Um, he was amazed to know that we in Guyana, South America, followed his career. He couldn't understand that. And I even reminded him the fight he had in Germany. I was playing outside, and my father said the fight has started coming. And I said, no, it's 15 rounds, whatever. I could stay outside, it's all real good. But then, by the time I got inside, the fight was over. And he was so excited, he was amazed. And, his question is whether he's going to be remembered. I think he's like classical music, Handel's Messiah and uh, Schubert and the Fifth Symphony and the Hungarian dance. He's going to be forever remembered. Anytime you hear about boxing, you can remember Muhammad Ali. And I hope that it wasn't necessarily boxing that caused his Parkinson that precipitated the pneumonia and then snuffed out his life. I mean, it would have been great if he could have lived to a greater old age, maybe to 100, and to still inspire and to um, instruct and so on. Um, I do hope that his family holds strong and keep his legacy going and don't be dismayed because the whole world is mourning Muhammad Ali. You must be aware of that. The whole world is mourning him and we wish you all the best in the future. So, bye bye to a valiant and effervescent, dynamic champion of boxing. In fact, many of the boxers today need to pay him homage because he's the first one that started to ask for a decent purse. And just the other day, this brother in Nevada, he had a $200 purse with fighting Pacquiao. This couldn't have happened. Tyson had 25 million fights. I mean, dollar fights. It's Muhammad Ali that started asking for the money, and whereas his wealth, I think, was 50 million um, at his death. Um, the brother in Nevada, his wealth is about 200 and something. Oh, I think it's 400 million. So he has definitely pioneered, good paying. And last one thing he told me, he said, you know what? I never had a job. He said, many of them young boys in my day, and other times they will try to get a job in a grocery store or in some convenience store or in some factory or something during the summer, whatever. He said he never. He said all his job was boxing. He was able to get a little stipend here, a little stipend there, and it tied him over. And he went to the Olympics, became the gold medalist, and then came back and become the undisputed and the most celebrated boxer forever. Now, compared to Joe Louis, I'm not sure. I wasn't of Joe Louis' era. And he's unique nevertheless because, athleticism has developed over the ages and people are running faster distance now without drugs and so on. So that to compare different eras, sometimes it's tough. What they have to go by is there, he was so charismatic, he was so effervescent, he was so flamboyant, and he was such a strategic boxer. I tell people, I say, if Ali had pursued education, he would have been an outstanding scholar. He might have come up with some new concepts and some new discoveries and so on. Because the way he fought an intelligent fight. It wasn't come out and try to knock you out and try to. He could instantaneously form a strategy how to neutralize a person's strategies, etc. And I think that is remarkable. Many boxers go into boxing because of desperation and because they're ignorant and mentally ill and don't have any other hope or any other choice. Although it might have seemed the same way for Ali, but you could have seen that he was an intelligent guy and he fought with intelligence and stamina and courage. So Goodbye, Ali, and I hope that you make it into the promised land when the Lord returns.